Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus, and yes, I'm here again. I'm here to give you some information that I hope will help you, and I'm also here to ask you for your help. I'm on a mission, and it's very, very difficult alone. In other words, I need your help if I'm going to be successful. And so I'll get to that in a minute. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I had to go to the store today. I got that little small check, you know, that retirement check that I leave home with it, and I come back with maybe $11.22. Now that means I got an awful lot of expenses out there, or I got a very small check. And I did my shopping, and that was done at the dollar store and at the Goodwill. I'm probably going to have to stop shopping at the Goodwill pretty soon, because those prices are getting outrageous. Now, that's a sad story, and I'm fed up with it. But yet, that is the story of many, many Americans. And I'm sure just as I'm fed up, you are fed up, whoever you might be. But just being fed up is not good enough. We got to do something about it. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do everything I possibly can about it, as I have been doing for the past few years. Can't really move mountains alone. Need some help. And I'm thinking about all of the crises that we're going through today. I'm thinking about the threat to cut back on so many programs of that benefit people who are suffering right now. That is the plan from the current government. And that is nothing to be championing and feeling good about. And at the same time, we realize that people still living from paycheck to paycheck, and if anybody's gotten an increase in a job, it's food service, real fast food. And so we're really not doing anything really. And at the same time, we still got leadership that keeps embarrassing those who have some decency about themselves. And so the other thing that has got to be dealt with, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that this poverty has got to go. It has got to go. I know what it feels like. You know what it feels like. And the people who are holding poverty in bait is not poor. Something strange about that. The people that are holding poverty at bay are not themselves poor. Something really is strange about that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is not going to just go away. The truth is, and it seems as if it's a constant repeat. If I knew you were listening to my videos, then I wouldn't be repeating myself on every occasion. But for the mere fact that it might be your first time, I want you to know that all of us come on this earth, wherever we're born at, United States, Russia, China, wherever we're born at, and we are taught to believe that the power from where we're at is the most mighty power on the face of the earth. You know, we constantly say America is the greatest nation on the face of the earth. China says the same thing. Russia says the same thing. Everybody says the same thing. They got the most and the best. Really, that's what they say. And to them, that's what the people believe. That's what the people are taught. That's what the people accept. And you know what we have accepted. You know the pain and suffering that goes on in this country. We hear that it's not as bad as it is in other countries, but it's bad nonetheless. So, the powers that have always been ruling us have said that that's okay. It's okay for some people to live in the street. It's okay for some people to be living in poverty. It's okay for some to be living from paycheck to paycheck. It's okay for people to be having to go all through all kinds of changes. That's the kind of system that we live in. That's listening to the president, the Congress, and all of your leadership. That's what they say. They say that that was established back a long time ago. And so they're just holding to what was written down, except holding trump to what was written down. Anyway, I come to tell you about a power that you cannot see, a power you cannot touch, a power you cannot feel, that is responsible for all existence. The earth, you know, this power didn't have anything to do with living earth, with the waters and the minerals of the earth and trees. And now you know we had nothing to do with that. So somebody had something to do with it. So we'll just say, since we don't know who it was invisible. Invisible. But ladies and gentlemen, aside from that, aside from looking at the trees and all that, just trying to presuppose in our mind that there's a power called God, I am telling you, I had an experience where all doubt, what you're doubting, what you're thinking about, is all gone. There is a power that's more powerful than all of us human beings. But allow us to live as we choose to live. We have chosen, well, it happened before us. They chose to live in this world of poverty and crime and violence and lying and cheating and stealing. They chose to live. They didn't know they were being coming to this kind of the world. But that was the fruit of that seed that they planted. They came into this kind of world. And we have continuously come into this kind of world, being educated by this kind of world, taught about the principles of this kind of world. Now there have been those who have been called by that power, the same power that I tell you about, to come into this world and do stuff. People like Dr. Martin Luther King, people like Abraham Lincoln. And I have to believe that people like the Kennedy brothers, they are dead, shot down. They don't just kill you for nothing. Donald Trump's still up there. These Kennedy brothers had something special. So I have to say that they were vessels too. Just to say something to us. But every time somebody come along, they get killed, right? But they're telling you something, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want you to know is that this power says to believe is not good enough. You got to know. And since you don't know, you got to have faith that will make you act like you know. You got to know that if that power that you know nothing about except your faith allows you to, got you here, then you are in the hands of that power. And that power requires that human beings live a certain kind of way if they want to have their needs and their wants and their desires met. They got to live a certain kind of way if they want to live and experience peace and prosperity and freedom and joy of life and the fulfillment of their dreams. They got to live a certain kind of way if they want all of their essentials for survival met and all of the other dreams and aspirations that they have. They got to live a certain kind of way. Now, if they live contradictory to that, then whatever comes, it might be in Russia, it might be in China, it might be in the United States, it might be in anywhere. But it's not the heavenliness that we're speaking of, because we're not walking according to that. So what I'm saying to us who have been always the underdog, we have never, ever walked up there with the super rich. And we never will. But we can be better than all of that. We can stand for something that makes it wonderful for everybody, even the super rich, to live more wonderful than they've ever lived before. And those who live in the bridges, you know what it's like. And all because we allowed that spirit that we can't see to be in us. That says every human being on the face of the earth is number one to the power we can't see. It's number one to the power that we can't see. And it should be number one to us. And no government should deny what is real. And if a government tries, it will fail. Because those who are led by the truth, and I'm talking about us who are alive today. See, our foreparents, they might have been ignorant. They might have just been totally ignorant. I don't know. They might have been totally caught off guard. But you and I, living in 2020, We know. We see it every day. I don't care what we've been taught. We see it every day. You see those things that happen to other people that you never want to happen to you. You see things happen to people that you wish happened to you. What's wrong with that picture? I just wanted to mention that to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to take any more of your time because I'm not trying to say to you specifically anything to do except understand that if we want to get out of this system of all of the stuff that exists and get into something better, we have to be better. You, as an individual, got to like me. I got to like you. I got to care about you, and you got to care about me. And I got to look after you, and you got to look after me. Because I need you in order to get the things that I love. And you need me in order to get the things that you love. You see, that's the way the world is, according to the power that we can't see. And so we ought to think about trying it. I am for it. What about you? Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.